The House will come to order. Please stand. The flag salute will be led by Representative Vicky Breeze-Iverson.
I pledge allegiance.
Please be seated. The opening ceremony will be presented by Tony Furtado and Stephanie Schneiderman of Portland, performing a song entitled If I Should Fall Behind by Bruce Springsteen. They are the guests of Representative Rob Nose.
We said we walk together, darling, come what may, that come twilight.
The good member from District 55. Yes, he did bring 2 bills forward, and despite the committee's best efforts, it still looks like they're going to go forward.
Verification of quorum. The clerk will open the voting system to determine the presence of a quorum. A quorum is present. The chair requests unanimous consent to suspend the rules to make House Concurrent Resolution 11 a special order of business and to consider the measure immediately. Is there any objection? Hearing none, so ordered. The clerk will read the resolution.
House Concurrent Resolution 11, recognizing and honoring Indian community and extending congratulations and support for ongoing celebrations of India's independence.
The question now arises upon final reading and consideration of HCR 11. Representative Helm.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, am I correct in understanding that this may be the first substantive bill of this session?
It is.
Well, in that case, I am extra pleased, colleagues, to be bringing this House Concurrent Resolution, which is really on the issue of cultural friendship, mutual respect and admiration between the state of Oregon, the nation of India, and most importantly, the people of cultural descent from India that we live and work with here in Oregon. The idea was conceived by a constituent of HD 27, Ramesh Krishnamurthy, when he and I sat down and talked about the Indian community, mostly in Washington County, but indeed the whole state. And we were trying, he was trying to find a way to recognize the community's contribution to our state, and came upon the idea that, hey, last year was the 75th anniversary of India's change to a democracy and independence in the world. They began celebrating that independence last year, that milestone, and they'll continue those celebrations through this year. And so we thought maybe that would be a good centerpiece for this type of House Concurrent Resolution. In the Rules Committee, we heard from Mr. Krishnamurthy and from Mr. Sudarshan Bala Kaladambi, who, by the way, is the co-inventor of something we all use every day nowadays, the Universal Service Bus, or USB. Think about that for a minute. They're both with us today on the side aisle. I'd invite them to stand up now, and other members of our Indian community. It's very nice to have you here with us today. They spoke during the Rules Committee of their pride in finding a home in Oregon, of contributing to our high-tech economy, and their ongoing volunteerism and civic participation in our communities. And with that, Mr. Speaker, I would like to read the fairly short House Concurrent Resolution 11. Whereas on August 15th, 1947, India used the power of nonviolence to regain independence from Britain after 200 years of colonial rule, and whereas in 2022, the people of Indian origin all over the world, including more than 4 million Indian Americans, celebrated the 75th anniversary of India's independence, paying tribute to the many generations who stood up in sacrifice against exploitation. And whereas India is the world's biggest democracy and one of the world's fastest growing economies, and is projected to soon be the most populous country on earth, which between the time that this bill was drafted and now it has been recognized as such. Whereas India, as one of humanity's longest running civilizations, celebrates a wealth of historical heritage with a richness in art, architecture, cuisine, dance, education, fashion, language, music, and sports. And whereas Oregon is home to numerous individuals of Indian origin who have put down roots, raised families, and contributed their skills and talents to the benefits of the economy, education, government, technology, and arts in this state. And whereas Oregonians of Indian origin cherish their dual heritage and provide a cultural bridge between their communities in Oregon and their roots in India. Now therefore be it resolved by the Legislative Assembly of the State of Oregon that we, the members of the 82nd Legislative Assembly, recognize and honor the Indian community as an integral part of our shared journey and extend our heartfelt congratulations and support for the ongoing celebration of India's independence. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Representative. Further discussion? Seeing none, Representative Helm, do you wish to close? He does not. Those of you in opinion that HCR 11 should be adopted will vote aye. Those opposed, no. The clerk will open the voting system. HCR 11, having received the required majority, is declared adopted.